U.S. Government, Unit 1, The Foundations of American Government. Chapter 1, People in Government. You probably ride in or drive a motor vehicle at least once a day. Have you ever thought of how difficult travel would be without paved roads or traffic signals? Providing services such as road construction and road safety is just one of the purposes of government. This section focuses on the origins and purposes of government. Scholars have written about the origins and purposes of government for centuries. The state. Many words that we use to discuss government come from ancient Greece and Rome. For example, the word state comes from the Romans' word to stand. A state has a definite territory and an organized government with the power to make and enforce laws without approval from any higher authority. The United States is one of almost 200 states that exist today. A nation is a group of people who share the same race, language, customs, traditions, and sometimes religion. In many modern countries, the territorial boundaries of the state and the nation are the same. Countries such as these are sometimes called nation-states. In this course, we will use the terms nation and state interchangeably. So let's look at the essential features of a state. States today share 4 essential elements. 1. Population. This is the people living in the state. States are most stable when their people share a political and social consensus or agreement about the basic beliefs. Population also affects a state through mobility. For example, since people in the United States are mobile, political power readily shifts from one area to another. 2. Territory. This means that a state has boundaries. Its territory may increase or decrease as a result of war, negotiations with another country, or the purchase by the state of additional territory. 3. Sovereignty. The state has supreme authority within its territorial boundaries, at least in theory. A sovereign state has complete power to make laws, shape foreign policies, and determine its own course of action. 4. Government. Every state has a government. The government maintains social order, provides public services, and enforces its decisions. So now let's take a look at the theories on the origin of the state. Scholars have come up with the following theories to explain the beginnings of government. A. Evolutionary theory. This theory states that the heads of families served as the earliest heads of government. These extended families might include hundreds of people. Government emerged gradually as the extended families needed more organization. Force theory. This theory holds that government emerged when all the people in an area were forced to accept the authority of one person or group. Divine right theory. Many civilizations believed that God or gods chose rulers. According to this theory, God created the state and chose those born to royalty to rule it. Social contract theory. According to certain political thinkers, government came about when people agreed to a social contract. The people gave the state the power needed to maintain order. The state, in turn, agreed to protect its citizens. John Locke, a political writer in the 1600s, argued that when the government failed to preserve the rights of the people could break the social contract. American colonists used Locke's argument to justify the break with their British rulers. So let's look at the purposes of government. A government makes decisions that are binding on all of its citizens to carry out the following purposes. A. Maintaining social order. This means the government provides ways to settle disagreements among citizens. For example, it provides courts to help people resolve their differences in an orderly manner. Providing public services. Government provides services needed to make community life possible and to promote the general welfare. For example, government inspectors check meat and vegetables to prevent the sale of spoiled food. C. Providing national security. A government protects its people against attacks from other states or from internal threats such as terrorism. In addition, the government also handles dealings such as trade agreements with other countries. D. Making economic decisions. A government uses its power to provide its citizens with economic needs and wants, although no government provides its citizens with everything they need and want. A government passes the laws that control the economic environment. For instance, it provides the nation's currency, or money, and it helps to distribute benefits